Early mornings it's the time to see this place. There's no cars on the road, there's no one in the car parks, and there's very, very few people out on the moor. And you will see a hidden beauty, really. Something that as soon as the sun comes up, it almost dissolves. I was brought up in the country. I appreciate wildlife. A lot of people don't because they don't actually see it. I'm just amazed by literally the natural environment around you. Let's face it, we all live in towns and cities now, and you don't see a huge amount of wildlife, but it's all around you. It's everywhere. It's just a case of learning where to look, really, and I think that's part of the fun. It's like a treasure hunt. It's trying to find it first. It's all absorbing, I think, really. It's just wonderful. I mean, there's some amazing little animals which I've yet to photograph. I've seen them many a time, like stoats and weasels, extremely hard to find. Invariably, you see them in one place and you never see them there again. I wouldn't say it's for everyone. I mean, sometimes I've sat in a hide for 4 or 5 hours from late afternoon to last light, and I've been there 4, 5, 6 evenings and seen nothing. Right, shall we come out then? One of the most primitive things we've learnt to do for probably thousands and thousands of years. Fire is very important, still to this very day. Fire creates heat, and we all need heat. I mean, here we've got this for, well, to keep warm, to see, and it also gives you it does still give you a sense of security, just being close to a fire. It's still instilled into us, I think, that fire gives you some form of security. In a built-up environment, there's always some form of noise or light, and yet there's nothing out here. Nothing at all. But it's lovely to hear a fire crackling and popping. They have had fires up on Dartmoor in previous years. Literally a wildfire. It's unmanned, it's not controlled, it's just started through combustion, whether it's, for instance, people lighting fires in the wrong sort of places and not tending and looking after them, or it's a natural occurrence. When we see a fire spread across an open area of woodland, grassland, moorland, whatever, we just see the destruction. But that's what we see from fire. On Dartmoor, when they do the swaling, it's very, very controlled. They're not actually wildfires, they're controlled burns. To most people, they do look like wildfires. It's controlled as much as possible, as in wind direction, weather. They back burn, so they burn in a certain area, small areas first to burn the vegetation off. So when they do light the main fire, it'll only burn to that break. Some people see it as decimating our landscape, but it's for a purpose. Literally, as soon as the heat's gone from the fire, nature is fighting back. And that's what nature does. We can't stop that. As soon as rain falls or moisture sets on the ground, it is regenerating straight away. The wildlife that lives on the moor, it's used to it. It sees it every single year in different areas of the moor, and they've got no choice but to utilise it, and they do. I'm sure they get some form of mineral from it. They seem to be drawn to it. What they're after is the new shoots, which is exactly why it's done in the first place, to regenerate growth. So they know, after being up here generation after generation, they know that as soon as an area is burnt off, new shoots are going to start, and that's what they're after. Animals are looking for the best food like we do. I've noticed this year a lot of birds were collecting nesting materials earlier, several weeks earlier than in previous years, because they don't go on dates. They go on temperature and food supply. And if the temperature's higher, then their food supply increases. Well, if that's in the window of when they're swaling, then their nests get destroyed. I'm not saying they've got young or eggs, but there is a possibility. But they only have a very, very narrow window for swaling. You know, I do understand that as well. There is so much to see all around you. It's not just the animals, but everything around you. You're always sort of alert for movement, trying to find the animal you're looking for. But a lot of the time you don't actually switch off. You don't think about certain things, what's happening at home. A lot of the time. But sometimes you actually have time to think about things as well. Think about how your life's going, what you want to do, what you would like to achieve. And because there's no noise around you, you can literally concentrate on your thoughts, really.